Good morning. Good morning to all my beautiful followers. Happy Friday. How you guys are doing on this beautiful day? I just wanted to come in here, show my face, say hello, good morning, happy Friday. And I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody's doing fine. Always remember to keep God first in every area of your life. And also, I would like to reintroduce myself once again. Um, I know I have a lot of new followers, especially in Facebook, and I think in Instagram too. But in Facebook is actually where I have the most. So, my name is Priscilla Heredia. I am currently 53 years old. I'm a single mom of three, grandma of one, and I'm also a survivor of child molestation and abuse. And I took the leap of faith of sharing my story. Well, it basically started it with my first leap of faith, which was retiring myself. Well, that's another thing. I am retired from my former job. I used to work for housing for 20 years. And back in July 16, 2021, I decided I had enough of the job. And even though I didn't have the age, I had the time, but I didn't have the age. And but I decided I had enough for the job and I wanted to get out. And my only way to get out was to basically resign. And that's what I did. And that was the best decision that I ever made for my life. And because that leap of faith, that decision took me to where I'm at now, making the decision of finally sharing my story, finally opening up, breaking the silence, my silence. 41 years. So I spent 41 years in silence due to the generational traumas. Y'all know how it is, and a lot of our families, everything is hush hush. But anyways, yes. After taking the leap of faith of leaving my job in 2021, I then took the other leap of faith of, what was it, in September of 2023. I decided to share my story and my testimony, right? I decided to take this new journey that I am creating for myself. And I sat down, after taking the leap of faith of leaving my job and being in silence and suffering in silence for so many years, due to the what they're gonna say, who's gonna even believe me, which I'm pretty sure a lot of the people that went through this type of crime, because child molestation is a crime, feel this way, like nobody's gonna care, nobody's gonna believe me. If the family didn't do anything, right? Then who's gonna believe me? Who is going to listen to my cry? Who is going to listen to my pains and my traumas and the things that I have endured as a child, that I endured as a child? And yeah, I decided to take this journey. And after sitting down with myself, after sitting down with myself, praying, meditation, and holding on to God, basically, I made that decision to share my story and my testimony on this new journey that I am creating for myself. One, to help me heal, because I'm still suffering. I'm still, trying to heal from all these traumas. And I'm 53 years old, grown woman, 3 kids, 1 grandbaby, and I'm still trying to heal from my traumas. So I can only imagine the amount of people out there that went through this and are still suffering. I can only imagine. No, I actually, I can't imagine because I am, again, still healing from all of my traumas, right? Especially that kind of trauma. My parents got separated when I was 8 years old. My mom has not been in my life ever since. And the one that raised me was my dad, which he sent me to Dominican Republic for like 5 years after that, which I didn't like. I didn't like the life that I was living over there. But as a child, I couldn't do anything or say anything because, you were a child and you're supposed to do and go and do whatever your parents tell you to do. But I got to the point where I had enough. I had enough for my pains. I had enough for my traumas. I had enough keeping it all to myself, keeping the silence to myself. Because I have a family of my own. God blessed me with my family of my own, my 3 kids and my grandbaby. And I want to cut this generational traumas. I want to keep on breaking it because yes, it has done some damage, to my kids as well, and I don't want that to happen to my grandbaby. You know, I'm healing for myself. I'm healing for my family, my kids and my grandbaby. And I also want to do it for the ones that are still suffering in silence. I want to continue to share my story and my testimony because I know there's a lot of you guys out there that went through this type of crime, because child molestation is a crime. My mother husband did this to me when I was young child. And it's really a disgusting feeling, you know. Um, but by the grace of God, obviously with me taking the first steps, the decision that I wanted to heal, that I want to break this generational trauma, so it won't keep on affecting my kids. It won't definitely affect my grandbaby. And I'm actually healing. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. If I tell you guys that it's easy, it's not. It's not easy. The real healing journey is not easy. Healing from these traumas is not easy. I first of all, I hold on to God. And now that I am like 3 years in my healing journey, I do a lot of self-care, a lot of prayer, a lot of self-care. Now that I am retired and I have the time to do so, the things from me, you know, um, that's how I'm healing, little by little, day by day with God. Lots of prayers, lots of meditation, lots of sitting down with myself. On those uncomfortable moments when I went through this type of disgusting moments, you know. But it's working out for me. It's working out for me. And I try to practice self-care, self-love, meditation, prayer every single day. And even on those days that I don't feel like it, you know? And again, for anybody out there that wants to join me, wants to join my healing journey with me, the healing journey with me, and there is no obligation, there is no like, oh, you have to be, and it's a personal choice. I chose and I will keep on choosing to heal, continue my healing journey, continue to spread awareness to child molestation and abuse. I'm going to continue to share my story and my testimony to help me heal. I'm going to continue recreating the life that I want and deserve. So yes, again, please join me if you would like